Here we go with the final game of match day 26 of the La Liga Smart Bank season. It's Zaragoza against Alcorcón in Monday night's late kickoff. A battle between two sides who are fighting against relegation. Alcorcón, who are second from bottom. Zaragoza, who have lifted themselves out of the relegation zone with a series of victories. They are just 2 points clear, though, of 19th placed Cartagena. It is going to be a tricky encounter, this one, between two sides who met earlier in 2021, just over a month ago. It was Alcorcón who emerged victorious in the Copa del Rey against Juan Ignacio Martinez's Zaragoza. Today his lineup is Alvarez, Chavarria, Jair, Frances and Vigaray at the back, Igbekemi, Eguaras and Francho in the middle, Narvaez, Alegria and Bermejo, the three starting forwards. Well, finally an opportunity for Zaragoza to pull clear of the drop zone. Victory for them today would take them into 16th place. It would put Sabadell and Logroñés between them and the drop zone, and it would take them 5 points clear. Well, we've had a look at our match day officials. We'll see the two captains in a moment, but first of all, it's Juan Antonio Anquela's Alcorcón. Danny in goal. Belvis, Leon Fernandez, Escobar and Laure in a five-man back line. Four in the midfield, Dani Ojeda, Juanma Aguilera and Nwakali. Up top, just the one striker. It is Marc Gual who's entrusted with getting the goals. There we see Juan Antonio Anquela. There have been changes of coaches for both sides this season. Introduction of Juan Ignacio Martinez's return to Zaragoza has been highly successful. Doing a string of victories against Logroñés, Ponferradina, Malaga. Just a defeat to Albacete in league competition, and a draw in the last weekend's, or rather 2 weekends ago's contest against Sabadell. It's been a long, long wait. 10 days without a game for Zaragoza. They haven't played at home since the 29th of January. So 3 weeks on, here they are at La Romareda. Alcorcón coming to this one, having done a favour to themselves and Zaragoza with victory over Logroñés. That win does mean that Zaragoza can move ahead of the team from Logroño with victory tonight. So we are underway in this one. Zaragoza in the white shirts and blue shorts. All yellow strip for Alcorcón, the visitors today, as Laure tries to take it down the line. Prior to that, victory against Logroñés. We had seen a string of games without victory for Alcorcón. 3 defeats in a row for them against Albacete, Malaga and Ponferradina. Gone over 10 games without a victory. Just a little bit of hope with that win against Logroñés. Upcoming games for them include matches with Tenerife, Mirandés, Almeria and Rayo Vallecano. Some tricky ones in there, in particular in-form Almeria, despite their loss to Mayotte yesterday, are still flying high. Rayo Vallecano, who are challenging for the playoff places. Alcorcón down the right. Immediately sent out of play off Pep Chavarria. That one not completely cleared. Chavarria is playing at left back today. He's seen the most touches so far of any Zaragoza player, just a couple of minutes in. 4 at the back today for Zaragoza compared to 5 in defence for Alcorcón. This one floated in, nearly hit on the volley there. It was Belvis who was trying to line up a shot. Last game out for Zaragoza. Saw them play with a different goalkeeper. Well, in fact, the last 2 games, Christian Alvarez has not been present. Alvaro Raton taking his place. One headed away by Laure. One doesn't quite find its way through. It comes back to the defence, and there was some thinking to do there. That one just desperately hooked away by Escobar. First meeting between the two sides in 2021 came in the Copa del Rey. Alcorcón scored through Ernesto Gomez and Jose Leon, overcoming an early deficit. High Nacimiento had scored after just 5 minutes for Zaragoza. That game taking place at the Santo Domingo. Alcorcón finally bringing this down through Belvis. Aguilera plays back. Aguilera could be playing through the centre to try and link up defence and midfield. Seeing Belvis push a little higher up, and his opposite number on the right. Laure tries to get one over Chavarria, who's having none of it. Vigaray hits it high and away. Christian Alvarez now fit. 4 defenders ahead of him, seemingly untouchable. Vigaray, Chavarria, Francesc and Jair. Unsurprising that Juan Ignacio Martinez doesn't make any changes in his back line today. Vigaray rolls it back to Frances. So important to have a solid defence, especially in the position Zaragoza are in. They have conceded goals in 3 of their last 4 games, the only exception being that 1-0 win against Ponferradina. Laure, the veteran, will take this throw. In his latest season at Alcorcón, perhaps most famous for his time at Deportivo La Coruña in the top tier of Spanish football. Still has a bit of pace going forward. Can still cause some problems with his crosses into the box, and he's got that leadership quality. Juan Ignacio Martinez has denied that this is a chance for revenge for that Copa del Rey elimination. He says revenge does not exist in football. It's all about the points in the league table. No handball given there against Narvaez. He tries to launch it upfield to Alex Alegria. We shall see if it is a front 3 today with Bermejo joining in, or whether it will just be 2 up top, Narvaez and the one-time Real Betis player Alex Alegria. Late challenge for that 50-50 ball. Sliding in there was Juanma Bravo. was early on. This one back to Dani Jimenez, who is the first choice goalkeeper for Alcorcón. The custodian who has played all 26 of Alcorcón's games so far. Chavarria will sweep this up. One of the signings for the 2020-2021 campaign. Coming up to 10 minutes gone, still Zaragoza 0, Alcorcón 0. No chances for either side, but this might be the first, a storming run from Bermejo, who does appear to be playing on the right wing today, at least in the first half. Foul there by Laure offers up an interesting chance from a set piece. There is Juan Antonio Anquela. Mixed fortunes as of late in his coaching jobs. After matches lost a few months at Deportivo La Coruña from July of 2019 to October of 2019. He signed for Alcorcón in November of last year after a poor start to their campaign. This one finds its way harmlessly out of play. This is his second stint at Alcorcón. Spent just under 4 years at the Santo Domingo from July of 2008 to June of 2012. Kept in play here. Mokali, Aguilera, one back here by Aguilera, sprayed over to the right hand side where Laure puts in a first time ball. It wasn't hit cleanly by striker Marc Wall, who doesn't get a second go at it. While slicing that shot, it looks as if it hit his standing leg. A chance wasted for the sole striker. This one goes harmlessly out on the right-hand side. It was being released upfield, looking for Alex Alegría. Neatly turned there by the experienced Inigo Iguaras. Where's the captain's armband today for Zaragoza? Laure, the skipper for Alcorcón. Laure slides it with that challenge. He might set Marc Wall on his way into the box. Little stutter step, couldn't get around Jair Amador. Back in Alcorcón's possession. Well, possession has been pretty much 50-50 at the moment. Alcorcón having a lot of it, but much of that has been in their own half. Another one pulled down in unorthodox fashion by Juanma Bravo. Christian Alvarez tries to organise his penalty area. This one goes in towards the penalty spot, hit on the turn. Over the top there by Jose Leon. Sliced on the turn, no save required for Christian Alvarez. One shot apiece, a rather tame header that found its way out for Zaragoza. Alcorcón with that wild effort from Jose Leon. Laure takes this down the right channel, nobody to cut that back to. Norcali had held back too much. Nobody had made the run to the near post, which seemed to be where the runner wanted to play the pass. Jose Leon. No way through there for Dani Ojeda. Seguaras who saunters out. He's given that one away poorly. Strike could be on here. Well, it's challenged for in the middle and headed away by Jair Amador. Alvarez was going for it as well. It was an attempt to stifle the attacker. And his attempt to head. Right for a delivery in. Norcali's ball into the 6-yard box, headed out. Ojeda was lining up a shot and the Alcorcón player was unable to do so. Laure. Good turn here by Norcali. Referee sees nothing untoward in it. One loops over the top, nothing doing there. Juanma Bravo with an effort that fails to test the goalkeeper. Away. This one bounces across the halfway line. Juanma Bravo can't quite take it on. That was a clever little back heel through there. Narvaez wanted the free kick given, and the referee's been very permissive so far. Mark Waller's taken this high upfield, looking to get onto the end of a pass from Ojeda. Zaragoza doing a good job of crowding out the Alcorcón players when they get onto the ball. Play on the near side again, Daniel Ojeda chasing that. Ojeda looks to be playing on that left-hand side almost exclusively. Alvarez hasn't had a save to make just yet. We're around about halfway through the first half. Alcorcón with slightly the better of possession. A lot of that has been in their own half. Space here on the left for Belvis. Belvis makes his way through those two defenders, cuts it back poorly though. It's a foul from James Igbekeme in a really dangerous position. Mark Wall might have a look at this one. Alvarez trying to organise that wall because it is certainly within shooting range. A 5-man wall is provided for the goalkeeper upon his instructions. He's having a look at this. He's going to get a strike here. Puts it straight into the oncoming Narvaez. Back heel just to try and create some space around the wall. Makani's drive though closed down quickly. Out of play again. We're halfway through the first half. Goalless between Zaragoza and Alcorcón in this, the final game of matchday 26 of the La Liga Smartbank season. Zaragoza trying to keep a good run going at home. They have been in superb form so far. They've lost none of their last four. In fact, they've won all four of them without conceding goals here at La Romareda. Last defeat here came back in November against Rayo Vallecano. They have edged out Fuenlabrada, Lugo and Ponferradina, as well as besting Logroñés 2-0. Those slim victories that have helped the home team under Juan Ignacio Martinez. His effect on the side and his latest tenure at the club has been impressive. Down the right-hand side, comes to nobody as Alegria again was pulling across to chase this. And Martinez came in back in December of last year. Had been coaching in China since 2017 with Shanghai Shenxin and Guangdong South Tigers. Over 2 years out of the game before his return. He's really hit the ground running with Zaragoza. Jair. Back to Christian Alvarez. Two Alcorcón players stay forward on him. Markwal waits in the centre. Too much of that shown to Higbekemi. Martinez had, in the intervening time in China, done some coaching with Meizu Meishan Teshon, and in Kuwait with Al Arabi, working alongside Darko Nestorovic. Rare touch by goalkeeper Dani Jimenez, hasn't been kept too busy in the opening half hour. Flicked up by Belvis. Number 16 has been making several cuts inside. Been really promising from Belvis as he tries to get attacks going from unorthodox positions. So free kick here of a handball by Juan Aguilera. Set up by Sergio Bermejo. Puts it well over towards the back post. Headed out by Escobar. Dani Jimenez is organising his players. Haven't seen too many corners from Zaragoza. They'll try and make the most of it. It will be sent in by Bermejo again. This one headed over the top. Bermejo's delivery in finds its way out. Looks as if there was something of a touch on that by David Fernandez. So it was Alex Alegria who got the last contact on it. Away here on the edge of the area, promising opportunity as Iguaras gets the pass to Alegria. He can't get it out from under his feet. Neither goalkeepers had many saves to make. Christian Alvarez, of course, returning between the sticks for Zaragoza after two promising performances against Malaga and Sabadell by Alvaro Raton. Played down the line, Narvaez might be caught offside if he gets onto this. Was just a step off, hence his dropping back, not getting onto the pass that was sent his way by Sergio Bermejo. Carlos Figueiredo was pleading his innocence. The referee certainly paid attention to him. Salva Figueiredo is taken up there. He was right by his coach, Juan Ignacio Martinez. And Belvis will be lucky not to pick up a yellow here. Doesn't look as if the referee's reaching into his pocket. That was a blatant body check. Cut in by Alejandro Frances. Figueiredo lets that run. It was perhaps a mistake from him as Belvis gets it up the flank. Worked inside by Marc Gual, trying to find Dani Ojeda. Taken out of play again. We're closing in on half-time. The tempo just continuing to rise. We're seeing a little bit more from Zaragoza now. Foul on that occasion by Franco Gracia, a youth team product. Playing in front of the defence today, alongside James Igbekeme, who appears to be returning to some of his best form. That is out of Chavarria. Another set piece is on its way to come in from the right-hand side. Goes towards the penalty spot. Headed over the top. Escobar was well placed. Got far too much underneath that, though, sending it into the stands. Across the halfway line, it's brought down here by Alex Alegria. Good work here from Zaragoza to get it down the left-hand side, closing in on goal. The shot finds its way well off target. It was an exhausting run down that left-hand side by Narvaez. He can't find the finish. It's good play from Inigo Iguaras to get that into his teammates' direction. Narvaez was onside. Just had the goalkeeper to beat, opened up his body, aimed for the top right corner, and is unsuccessful. The ball that finds its way out of play. We are under 10 minutes to go before half-time here at La Romareda. Place where Zaragoza have won their last 4 games. Laure gets that one in. The header is off target. Marc Gual getting onto it, but couldn't contort his body to get over the top. Laure. Here is Marc Gual. Gets inside left footed shot close down. Another one back into the mix, and Ojeda was waiting for it. He will take the corner. Swinger here. Another one towards the penalty spot. Struck on the rebound. It would not have counted in any case. Juanma Bravo on the spin. Puts that over the top. Safely back to goalkeeper Dani Jimenez. The ball won out by the Alcorcón player. It's with Ojeda now. Laure sends it in. This has been a familiar spot for Alcorcón. Pegging back Zaragoza, but unable to find a clear route for a shot on goal. That one flies out of play. Another one behind from Kelechi Nwakali. Three players fan out. Now Weiss has pulled over to the left-hand side. It's he who's on the ball. Alegria's calling for it in the centre. It's too long for Alegria, too long as well for the other runner, Sergio Bermejo. Flick past Chavarria. One of the first times he has been beaten on a run down the right. Mark Gual can't take advantage. His sliced shot goes out of play. Figueroa. Back sensibly to Christian Alvarez. He's been little more than a spectator so far. The calls of don't foul. Gerard Amador just about manages to get that one into the advertising hoardings. Launched away. Gallagher is hassling and haranguing the defender, David Fernandez. Well, we won't have too much stoppage time added on at the end of this first half. We're moving along at a fair old pace. On the left-hand side, and this one evades everybody in the box, including the goalkeeper, Dani Jimenez. Nearly nodded home by Carlos Figueroa, and it's the last opportunity of the first half. Come to a close with this first stanza. The score still goalless at the Romereda between Zaragoza and Alcorcón. Second half on its way shortly. First back out for the second half, it is Zaragoza in this game, which is still 0-0 between the home team and visitors Alcorcón. As things stand, Zaragoza will move up to 27 points, Alcorcón to 24. It will be a case of as you were in terms of league positioning. Alcorcón would just move up one place, level on points with Albacete, but with a superior goal difference. However, that would still not lift them out of the relegation spots. Zaragoza have been riding the crest of a wave at home. 4 consecutive wins here in La Liga Smart Bank at La Romareda. They have had chances to go ahead on the score sheet. It just hasn't worked out for them just yet. Alcorcón have maybe had slightly the better of the opportunities. We shall see what develops in the second half. It's coming up in the next couple of minutes. About to get underway after a brief warm-up for both sides. Alcorcón re-emerge from the tunnel, as do our matchday officials, and we'll see if any substitutions are made for the second half. It does look as if it's unchanged lineups for both teams. For Zaragoza, Alvarez, Vigaray, Amador, Chavarria, Frances, Narvaez, Iguaras, Igbekemi, Bermejo, Gracia and Alegria. Alcorcón have Jimenez, Belvis, David Fernandez, Escobar, Leon, Juan Aguilera, Noakali, Juanma Bravo, Marc Gual and Dani Ojeda. We are about to get underway with the second half. It's Alcorcón shooting from left to right. One just too long for Laure as Alcorcón get us started. Played inside, just taken too long of a heavy touch by Laure. Taken at the back by David Fernandez. Well, the referee has been quite lenient so far. We see no bookings. Frances was just knocked into there. A stray arm as well from Makali. So I'll header up. This is Laure to meet it. An apology offered up by Marc Gual there. He had a couple of shots. There was a lot of stifling going on from Zaragoza in the first half. On the edge of their penalty area, just preventing that last ball. Crossfield ball looking for Laure here, and it's met by Chavarria. It's been a running battle between those two up and down the flank. to the box. No shot on here. Just clipped up by Daniel Ojeda, though. Might fall on the edge of the box. Again, Zaragoza doing a good job of clearing their lines. Well, looking for this one. His run is not picked out. So the short pass is intercepted. That was Mark Gual getting involved. Well, who thus far in the league season has scored 5 goals. Last strike came on Valentine's Day, the winner against Logroñés. All of his goals have given victory to Alcorcón. A solitary goal against Lugo, 2 against Castellón. Decisive one against Cartagena, and that solitary goal against Logroñés, his first of 2021 in La Liga Smart Bank. Off the right. Intercepted passes here, and it's flicked away from the edge of the box. Minutes have elapsed in the second half. It's been all Alcorcón so far since the restart. Zaragoza might have a say in that, though. Rush towards the area by Narvaez, who appears to have switched over to the left-hand side. Takes that one on. He was just a little bit scared of going in on David Fernandez. The area headed over, and it drops out of play. Corner is on its way. It's going to be Bermejo who takes it. Swung over left-footed, evades just about everybody. Vigaray has it. Vigaray had that close call with the final chance of the first half. The header he couldn't quite get onto. Chavarria. Run doesn't come off. It's James Ibekeme trying to make the move down the left. Right back there, unsuccessful. The referee starts calling these fouls that maybe he let run on in the first half. Zaragoza have a busy time of things after that break they had of 10 days between games. They play Oviedo on Sunday night. And it's a meeting with Tenerife here at La Romareda. Rayo Vallecano, their opponents after that. Then it's Mirandés here. From the right-hand side, well, that was left for the defence to deal with. The goalkeeper, Dani Gimenez, sticking on his line. It was up to Escobar to get that away. Through the centre here. Lowry. The more Lowry can get involved, the more crosses will come into the box. So Belvis on the other side puts Zaragoza to the test on the wings. By Lowry, and he got that back somewhat unexpectedly. Cross into the box. Zaragoza have it. We're coming up to an hour played here. There have been chances for both sides. Now Zaragoza starting to get into the second half. Is Vigaray, takes on Belvis. Pep Chavarria, he has some really promising touches in the first half. That header, little trouble for Dani Gimenez though, from the edge of the area. Juanjo Narvaez not doing too much to test the opposition keeper today. Tussle here, waiting high up the pitch is Mark Gual. Chavarria in space. Lowry will go to him. Good turn there from Narvaez. Narvaez on the run. Flicks it up, his Bermejo. Now Narvaez scoops it over the keeper and it's cleared off the line. Offside flag may have gone up anyway. Well, there it is, the offside flag on the far side. As Narvaez, in his eagerness to get to the ball, steps well beyond the defensive line. Foul there on Iguaras, who went down. And the one for Ojeda. Ojeda plays it in. Well, Gual couldn't reach it with his head, and Jair Amador is able to put it out for a corner. Taking short play towards the near post. On the left-hand side, looked for by Gual. Bravo. Spread across by Mwakali. And we saw Alcorcón with slightly the better of possession in the first half. A lot of that was in their own half, though. Zaragoza sat back and didn't really press high. Iguaras. Chavarria will run at Laure. Little stutter step from him, goes outside, couldn't find the cross. Laure is showing him out. It's another sprint across the halfway line, this time from Dani Ojeda. Ojeda playing a much freer role in the second half. Tries to jink past three defenders there. Here's Laure. Flick over the top, might be hit as it drops over the top of Mark Gual's shoulder. It was an awkward angle for him. And nothing becomes of that chance. He skies it into the stands. Looking for his 6th goal of the league season. Can only put that one into touch. Once the substitutes warming up, Adrian of Zaragoza. To Dani Jimenez. Slid through to Laure, it's on the right-hand side, played across and headed away. This is where Laura can be dangerous. This one swung over towards the back post, taken out by Vigaray. Maybe didn't need to get a touch on that. The danger didn't seem too imminent from Belvis. It's played in and it's found its way across the line. Christian Alvarez not strong enough in coming to it. And it's Alcorcón who score courtesy of Dani Ojeda. He rises highest off the corner. Alvarez is beaten. It trickles across the goal line and Zaragoza find themselves behind at home. In this match day 26 closer, 25 minutes remain. Zaragoza 0, Alcorcón 1. A big goal for Alcorcón. One that takes them one step closer to moving out of the relegation zone. Well, it looks as if that one might even go in off Christian Alvarez's hand. And there it was, a misplaced punch. And Leon celebrates. He did not get a touch on that. It was Christian Alvarez who failed to clear. It's his first game back after 2 out injured. Back in today, replacing Alvaro Razón. And he is at fault for the opening goal of the game. Taken back by Zaragoza. Chavarria is given a nudge off the ball. Ojeda has been getting more and more physical as the contest has progressed. Amador, good pass from him. Well, the attempt to roll that through is cut out well by Alcorcón's David Fernandez. A double substitution is prepared for Zaragoza. Adrian is one of those players to come on. Alberto Zapater, the experienced Zaragoza campaigner, comes on as well. Double switch. Francho Gracia and James Igbekeme both replaced. A strike from distance finds its way out. Nwakali going for goal. Alcorcón looking to double their advantage. Remember, they beat Zaragoza in the Copa del Rey, eliminating them from the competition in Juan Ignacio Martinez's first defeat in charge of Los Maños. The greatest of clearances there. Narvaez lines up a right-footed drive. It goes over the top. Looks as if it took a deflection off the defender. Right-footed delivery here to the edge of the 6-yard box. Headed up, but not completely away. Turned across the halfway line, want to run onto for Ojeda. He holds it up, waits for the cavalry to arrive. So Ojeda playing that deep role in the second half. Coming in from the right-hand side. It's created a series of chances for Alcorcón and it's kept possession for them as well. Here's Lowry. Lovely flick by Ojeda, intentional or not. How long before Alcorcón start looking at options to come on as substitutes to freshen things up? They have Garcia, Heco, Barbero, Boateng, Ernesto Gomez, Jose Carlos, Oscar Castro, Gorosito Fraile, Ruiz and Jimenez waiting in the wings. All of whom could have some sort of involvement in this contest. That's one away cleanly. Jimenez taking his time. Shot throw by Chavarria. Zaragoza striker Alex Alegria still looking for his first goal for the club. He was really pushing through at Real Betis. It just hasn't worked out for him since then. Played at Mallorca at the start of this season. 13 games, didn't find the net in any of those appearances. This now his 5th game for Zaragoza. Still no goals. His last league strike was back in July of last year against Fuenlabrada, one of the final games of the season, and playing for Extremadura. Space here for Chavarria, might send in a cross off his second touch. Lowry was sprinting over to him. Player goes down in the box, no penalty. This one not quite controlled, hit on the turn by Alegria. A follow-up goes out from Iguaras. Belvis couldn't bring that down. That one over the top. Markwell using his body. The defender standing strong. Away here by Aguilera. This is promising for Alcorcón. Ball into the box. Markwell leaning into it. As Jair Amador is able to get it out. Well, the instruction from the bench saying there's still a long time to go. There is 15 minutes still to be played. Juan Ignacio Martinez wants his Zaragoza side to be strong off this set piece. Remember what happened last time there was a corner. Punched into his own net by Christian Alvarez. He will want a repeat of that. This one, Olympic goal attempt, nothing doing there, into the side netting. Swapped over to the right-hand side. Chavaria, he's come inside there. Well, the man down inside the area is Jose Leon. Play continues. That one goes harmlessly behind. The challenge inside the box. Leon just caught a knock from the opposition player landing on him. That's how he got hurt. Vigaray jars his knee. There's a look at the goal. It's an own goal by Christian Alvarez. Ojero celebrates. He was the player who sent in the corner. Climbing all over the opposition player, Alegria. Might put a delivery in. That one headed away by Jose Leon. box flicked away. Rushed across the halfway line by Bermejo. Two finds its way towards Alegria. Adrian's waiting for it in the centre. It's Chavarria on Lowry. Lowry slips. Chavarria trying to catch out Dani Jimenez with the shot to the near post. Vigaray is replaced. As is Sergio Bermejo, with Tejero coming on. As well as Ivan, the number 31. Ivan Azon. Well, looks like it's game over for Dani Ojeda. She's gone to Gorostidi amongst the players preparing to be introduced for Alcorcón as we head into the final 10 minutes. Dani Ojeda replaced by Oscar Arribas. Marqual also comes off. Xisco Jimenez replaces him, the veteran player of so many teams, from Newcastle to Racing Santander and beyond. One doesn't find its way past the number 14, Juanma Bravo. Here's Xisco. Juan Aguilera was one of those players replaced. Here come Zaragoza on the run. Juan Alvarez tries to flick that through. Guaras sprays that to the right. Into the box, dangerous chance here! And Jimenez has to dive on top of it. Frances was pushing up, and he was the closest to turning that one across the line. Another foul here in a tricky spot for the defending side. A long-range attempt here, right-footed. Well, set up here for a strike over the top. Jose Leon with that one that was always rising. For a drive here, spilled by the goalkeeper. Alvarez is not having the best of times when the ball has come to him. It hasn't been too often he's been tested, but it's been tricky whenever the ball has come his way. Christian Alvarez's own goal could see Zaragoza defeated today. The first loss at home in 5 games. From the right, little glancing touch, saved on the line by Dani Jimenez. Well, credit to Alcorcón. They have defended well when Zaragoza have pushed up onto them. Might have some more defending to do in the final 4 minutes of action, though. Even since going behind, they have attacked, and here's another such example. Narvaez looking for that back for Zaragoza. Foul there, the referee has seen just about enough as Arribas went down. Another change for Zaragoza. Last roll of the dice for them. Pep Chavarria goes off. Haris Vucic comes on. Down by Laure. He's left some space down the flank, which is covered by his teammate, Escobar. saying that was handball. Adrian was not in agreement with him, and time is running out. Zaragoza can ill afford to get involved in slanging matches with Alcorcón players. Alcorcón take this to the corner. No foul given there. It's a Zaragoza throw. Let's see how much stoppage time is going to be added on. Four minutes of additional time. Towards the box, headed away. Amador, back to Alvarez. Down at Escobar, but play continues. Alcorcón temporarily down to 10 men. Zaragoza do not want to halt proceedings because time is running out. 2.5 minutes of stoppage time remain. Zapata gets it into the box, comes loose, penalty appeal waved away. Zaragoza players still asking for it. The referee not feeling in a charitable mood. He will not check VAR for that one. Here's the ball in from Zapata. Headed down, might even hit Belvis on the arm. He didn't know too much about that. Substitution on the way for Alcorcón for the final seconds. Hugo Freire will come on to replace Nwakali. Jimenez takes his time over the goal kick. Rush forward there, it doesn't quite reach the striker Vucic. What a great chance that would have been for him. Here's a chance for Iguanas that's closed down. And on the break, Alcorcón might take this to the corner flag. Zaragoza maybe have one last chance in this. They had a chance late on in the first half for Vigaray. Down in the box there, Adrian, again no penalty awarded in his favour. The referee is going to check this to see if there's going to be a penalty. The defender was getting touched tight on him. Little grab of the hand. Decision time for the referee, no penalty, and it's victory for Alcorcón at the Romareda. Zaragoza's 4-game win streak at home comes to an end. Alcorcón move one step closer to breaking out of the relegation zone. They go to within a point of Zaragoza as well. 26 points for Alcorcón. They are just below Sabadell, level on points with them, as they take a second victory on the bounce. The final score, Zaragoza 0, Alcorcón 1.
Aquí está el capitán del Real Zaragoza, Zapater. ¿Qué tal? Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Bueno, creo que tu cara en estos instantes habla por sí sola. ¿Cómo se puede explicar este resultado? Sobre todo, ¿cómo ha salido el equipo, que le ha costado mucho arrancar en la primera parte?
Bueno, sabíamos cómo juegan ellos, que es un juego directo. Sabíamos la importancia de este partido. Y es verdad que preveíamos, cuando hemos visto la alineación, que podían jugar con 3 o con 5 atrás, como quieras verlo, y bueno, es un sistema que suele dar problemas, y es cierto que el primer tiempo sobre todo nos ha costado mucho. Ganaban siempre las segundas jugadas, pero bueno, a partir de allí nos hemos ido al descanso 0-0. Es un partido que teníamos que sacar. Sabíamos que era dar ese pasito, porque habían perdido todos de abajo, porque era un rival directo, y esta derrota duele.
Duele. El equipo llevaba 4 victorias consecutivas en casa, no perdía desde la jornada número 22 ante el Albacete. Como capitán, como una de las piezas claves de esta derrota ante un rival tan directo. Los místers decían que esta semana era una final. ¿Cómo sienta en ese vestuario?
Bueno, nosotros llevamos finales, muchas finales, pues porque hemos hecho las cosas como las hemos hecho. El equipo estaba bien, no creo que eso vaya a cambiar por el partido de hoy. Y el mes de enero y febrero está siendo pues todo contra rivales directos, y muchas veces, si no ganas, es importante no perder. Hoy lo hemos hecho y ya tenemos que pensar en Oviedo.
La última, ¿te parece justo el resultado? ¿Crees que el Zaragoza merecía más, o el Alcorcón, tal y como ha salido, merecía los 3 puntos?
No lo sé. No sé, desde fuera luego estás calentando, el segundo tiempo ya me he perdido un poco, no sé, han ganado, pues es justo.
Gracias, Zapater, suerte. Ahí estaban las palabras del capitán del Real Zaragoza analizando la derrota hoy en la Romareda ante el Alcorcón. Me acompaña el dorsal número 9, quien hoy sin duda era una cita especial por volver a la Romareda. Marc, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas.
Buenas.
Bueno, ¿qué lectura haces del partido? ¿Qué análisis?
Bueno, el análisis tiene que ser bueno, victoria fuera de casa, es lo que veníamos a buscar y nos vamos con lo que queríamos y lo que hemos trabajado durante toda la semana.
Decía el míster en la rueda de prensa previa que lo de hoy era una final, sobre todo por las fechas a las que estamos, por tratarse también de un rival directo en esa lucha también por la permanencia.
Sí, bueno, ahora todos los partidos son una lucha, son una final y pues hemos venido a eso, sabíamos a lo que veníamos, lo hemos hecho y contentos.
¿Dónde crees que han estado las claves del partido? No sé si con esa línea de 5 atrás, con 2 carrileros, ha podido a lo mejor descuadrar un poco los planes del Real Zaragoza.
Bueno, sí que creo que no se lo esperaban que jugáramos así y al principio del partido pues les ha costado un poco adaptarse a eso y eso ha sido un poco lo que hemos venido buscando y la verdad que el plan de partida ha salido perfecto.
La última, en lo personal, ¿cómo te has visto tú? Lo decía antes, era un partido especial, has participado prácticamente en todas las ocasiones del equipo. No sé si a lo mejor tenías una motivación especial por eso de jugar contra un ex.
Bueno, siempre que juegas contra un ex pues te da esa ilusión, esas ganas de hacerlo bien y bueno, la verdad que un placer volver aquí. Y lástima que no ha podido ser con gol, pero bueno.
Here are the full results from match day 26 of the Liga Smart Bank season.
Palabras del delantero de Badalona analizando la
Victory
victoria
for Real Madrid, whilst Atletico Madrid lost to Levante. Hola. Okay.